start. Okay, guys. So let's work with date. Okay, it's important for you to learn how to work with date because your program or the project that I assigned you demands that you know how to work with date. So I want you to understand this. So basically, in your CSV, I want you to format your date like this. Let's agree that the date, okay, let's agree that the format of our date is according to the basic, uh, according to the basic uh, date format that's being used by database systems. So the format basically is like this. What's your birth date, Tonton? Okay, 2004 dash 07 dash 12. Okay, the first number represents the year. The second number represents the month, and then the third number represents the day. They are separated with a hyphen or a dash, and it has to be 2 digit. Now I want you to format your CSV like that. For example, your CSV is first name, last name, B-Day, something like that. So it has to be formatted like this. First name, Tonton. Tonton Corpus. Sorry, no comma. Do not put comma in there. So this is his birth date, formatted as, sometimes that is formatted like this. YYY. I want you to listen, guys. MM for month and then DD. Now, let's create a date, something like that in Java. Okay? So, the first thing that I want to do, I want you to listen. Not all of you are listening again, as if you know it already, and then you cannot apply it later on. I want you to listen. Okay? Let me name it with work with date or something like that. Okay. Initially, I asked you to make your field or your variable to be typed as date, but it's it's a bit complicated to do that, and I just researched there's something better to use than that. You call it the local date object or class. So to use that, you use local date from the java.time package. Press enter. It's going to auto import that for us. Okay, and then let's just create vdate or like vdate, something like that, is equal to, we can have local date dot parse, and then inside that we put the date string from our CSV. Let me just copy that and paste it there. Okay, I can copy and paste it there, or I can just type it myself for another time. So that's 2004 dash 07 dash what's it? July 12, right? Something like that. So I already have a local date object. The name of that is bdate. Now I can display that in a way that looks like this. Uh, July July 12, 2004. I can display that string, but initially when I fetch it from my CSV, it's formatted like this, right? You can see this. It's formatted like that. But when I output that in my Java program, I can display it like that. So how to do that? We're going to create a formatter. So to do that, we're going to call or use another class to handle formatting. So we call it datetime formatter. Okay? And then let me just name it as format. And then I'm going to create datetime format by using the datetime formatter dot of pattern and then I'm going to put there MMM. I'm going to give you the list of format that you can use, something like that. Okay, like that. And then after that, I can display. Let me hide this one. I can display the date already by using the system.out.println vdate dot format, and then I'm just going to pass in the format object, the object of datetime formatter, something like that. This comes from there. So I'm going to run that one. I will get July 12, 2004. Now the idea is you just this one, okay, in your program, in your project, you just have to read this from the CSV, right? It's a string. And then parse it using local date.parse, store that in a local date object, and then you can display it with whatever format that you desire. And I think it's good if we are going to use this format, this one. It's more readable, human readable. That's human. It's more human readable than this one. Sometimes this is confusing. Okay, this is more comfortable to read and do it like that. Now, here are, but for the sake of, learning, let me just give you the formats available that you can use. Okay, they are here. Let me just comment it in there and paste it. Okay, and paste. There are a lot of them, but you just have to pick what's useful. And this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to format it with the 4-digit year, you use like this. But if you like it to be, I don't think they have 2 digits here. They don't have it, I think. They don't have 2 digits here. But let me double check. Okay. Okay, for 2 digit here, sometimes we use that, right? Okay, I get it. Instead of using, instead of using 4 digit, you can use, where's my code? This one. Let's try to format it another way. South, oops, this should be south. Okay, south. Let me create another format, another format here. Datetime formatter, format 2 is equal to datetime formatter dot off pattern. Okay, let me create something like, uh, we can even display the, we can even display the day of the week, like Monday, something like that. EEE, as you can see here, EEE. And then I can have the day first, like we can do it D, and then the name of the month, M, okay, M. No, I can just have the worded M, like this, M, 3M. And then the year, two digits here, I can do two Y's in there. Let me try that one. Okay, let me add, okay, let me put here B date dot format and then format 2. Let's see what's the effect of this. Look at that. Monday, 12 June 04 for the 2 digits here. So let me just add here. For YY, it's 2 digits here, 2 digit year, like 24, something like that. Okay? Now, to apply that in your class person, okay, like this, you have another filter, private local date, birth date, and then you can have a setter for that, public void set birth date, accept local date, object, local date, date, something like that. Just assign it and then date, something like this. Okay, and then you can have a displayer for that. Set public string get birth date or format birth date. Okay, format birth date. You can accept a string format or you can just default it to the more general. You can have date time formatter format is equal to date time formatter dot off pattern, I think, off pattern, and then you can set there. Let me look at that. M D and then Y, and then you just return B date dot format, and then you pass in the format. This one. This is the format. This is the datetime format object. This one, but this one is a function. This is a function that belongs to local date class. Okay, that's how you work with date. Okay, did you get it? So I can have person person is equal to new person like that, and then person dot set birth date. I'm going to place the B date here, this one that I created, and I can have south person dot format B date, the one that we created. If I'm going to print that one, we'll get another third line. It looks like this, which is similar to this one. Okay, that's how you work with what do you call that date. As simple as that, easy as ABC.